Now, just how good are you at desert trivia? That's a question our Steve Summerall is asking some Valley residents. Take a look.
Just how much do you know about our desert past? I'm going to pose that question to some locals at the best bookstore in Palm Springs. I've got a multiple choice pop quiz. Feel free to play along at home.
What former vice president once lived in the Springs Country Club in Rancho Mirage? Was it Hubert Humphrey, B, Spiro Agnew, or C, Dick Cheney?
B.
Correct, Spiro Agnew.
I'm going to say C.
B, Spiro Agnew.
Oh, that was my first instinct. Why didn't I go with the first instinct? I just can picture Dick Cheney golfing and being all conservative.
Yeah, he does those things, just not here. Spiro Agnew moved to Rancho Mirage in 1977. This was 4 years after he resigned the vice presidency after being implicated in a criminal conspiracy scandal. Incidentally, the VP position was then filled by another future Rancho Mirage resident, Gerald Ford.
The new home to Desert Hot Springs Historical Society's archives and library is of special interest because A, it's made entirely out of rocks, B, it's perfectly round, or C, it's underground.
I would say A. It's made of rocks.
It's not round. Out of rocks?
Correct. It's made entirely out of rocks.
The historic rock house, originally they referred to it as Pile of Rocks.
And if I had to wager a guess as to why it was called Pile of Rocks, well, it would most likely be its uncanny resemblance to a pile of rocks.
Plaza Theater opened for business in 1936. What was the first film to be screened there? Was it A, Camille, B, Modern Times, or C, Three Godfathers? A, Camille. Correct.
It's either Camille or Three Godfathers. Camille?
You guessed right.
Not only was George Cukar's Camille the first film to play there, it was also the subject of Palm Springs' first red carpet event, featuring such stars as Greta Garbo, Robert Taylor, and Barbara Stanwyck.
Ken Parker, who owned Hallmark TV and appliances, would occasionally receive late-night phone calls and was asked to immediately replace television sets that were shot out by which celebrity? A, Dean Martin, B, Gene Autry, or C, Elvis Presley?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. It was Elvis Presley.
Correct.
Dean Martin.
Elvis Presley.
Oh, okay.
But there was a price to pay for Elvis's behavior in his party house.
He would sometimes shoot out his television, and it's rumored that it was Robert Goulet on it.
And sometimes that price had to be paid to a man named Ken Parker.
Which motion picture classic was written at the La Quinta Resort and Club? A, King Kong, B, It's a Wonderful Life, or C, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
My guess is Butch Cassidy.
C, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. A lot of people say that. A lot of people are wrong. It was It's a Wonderful Life.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, George!
And it was written, believe it or not, at the La Quinta Resort and Club.
Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan!
On April 5th, 1975, the newly constructed Paul Summers Gym at the Palm Springs High School hosted what was billed as Palm Springs' first rock concert. The headlining band was A, Journey, B, REO Speedwagon, or C, Styx?
I'm going to guess Styx.
That guess is very correct.
Yay! REO Speedwagon.
Styx.
With a discography that included only 2 albums at the time, Chicago's Styx made history by playing the first official rock concert in Palm Springs. So, I guess that would make the Palm Springs High School gym the House of Styx.
He created a dirt road in Palm Springs by driving his dune buggy up and down the hill from his home on South Ridge Drive. Is it Bob Hope, B, James Garner, or C, Steve McQueen?
I'm going to guess Bob Hope.
Steve McQueen.
What?
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen is correct.
The McQueens would move into their home on South Ridge Drive in 1969. Despite the objection of his neighbors, Steve McQueen would ride his dune buggy up and down the mountain to and from his home. The tracks are still visible to this day.
A woman from Indio, California named Dr. June McCarroll influenced transportation throughout the world by doing this. A, opened the first rest stop, B, inventing the turn signal, or C, had lines painted in the road to separate lanes?
Oh, I'm gonna guess rest stop. A.
Had lines painted in the road to separate lanes.
Wow.
Oh, that one's easy. The lines.
The lines is right. Something to think about.
Can you
when
imagine?
Yeah, when you see lines in the street, that's where that came from. Indio, of all
A
places.
little prayer to Indio, because
Yeah.
we'd all be crashing into each other.
Exactly.
For our Desert Past, Steve Sumrall, NBC Palm Springs, News First.